Look what we have today. It is the Pizza Delivery Experience by LEGO City. This is set number 60496, contains 494 pieces, retails for $49.99, and set was provided by the LEGO Group for review. Thank you, LEGO. And yeah, I don't know what kind of experience we're looking at here, but it looks like we just have some sort of a small pizzeria with a sports car and a delivery driver. And yeah, this doesn't look like too bad of a build. Looks pretty interesting. We even got a drone up here too that's going to deliver the pizzas. I've never seen that before. Maybe we need to get that out here. Here's the top of the box with the various minifigures. Looks like we get 5 in total. And here's the back of the box with all the various actions. So wait, does the car spit out pizzas? Like, is that how we deliver them now? I don't know what's going on here. I have no clue, but yeah, it looks like we got the pizza oven, I think, and all sorts of stuff. It looks like a very interesting build, but I don't know. I'll have to unbox it to find out. Alright, I'm always kind of curious to see what we get in here, how sloppy the box is packed and stuff. We'll find out here in a second. Yeah, doesn't look too bad so far. Well, maybe so. We got a little guide at the bottom. And let's see what we have here today. Alright, so... You know, this might be a group build, we don't know. Alright, we got 5 bags, I think. Stickers, but let's see if I got them facing the right way. I mean, it's not bad, but I was really hoping this stuff would be printed. Boy, these bags are kind of crunched in there, aren't they? Looks like we have our typical 5-bag special city set. And, you know, I thought this was all modular, but it's not. So I think only really one person, but that green motor scooter is pretty cool. And yeah, you know, just by looking at this, you know, just by first impressions though, as well as the unboxing, it looks like we're going to be in for a very interesting treat. I mean, I want to see how this car spits out pizzas at you. Maybe it's used as a weapon, we don't know. Okay, so my plan is today, I'm going to split this up into probably 2 installments. And I think I'm going to do bags 1, 2, and 3 in this installment, and bags 4, 5 in the review in the other installment. I think that's how we're going to go here. And today is the 5th of June, 2026. Okay, so yeah, there's 5 bags. And it doesn't look all that bad, really. I really want to see how that spits out stuff. So that's the first thing we're going to be doing. And yeah. Alright, disclaimer while I'm setting this up. These videos are not to be considered construed as professional product reviews, how-tos, or tutorials. These are just merely my notes for, you know, for my write-up and stuff. In addition to that, the content in this video is of my words and my words alone. LEGO doesn't pay me to say anything. I say what I want. All right. But these are provided by the LEGO Group. In addition to that, this is not my job. This is just something I do for fun. And lastly, do not redistribute my work, such as re-uploading my content without my written permission, which most likely will be a no. Just because it causes confusion, people think that that I'm sponsoring you or something like that. Just don't do it. It's just too much legal stuff behind that, and it gets boring. I mean, who wants to go through all that nonsense? You know. So that having been said, let's begin. Let's build it. Starting with bag 1. Yeah, reading those disclaimers, I need to write up something more formal and just make a template and just insert it in the video. Because saying that after a while does get annoying. I did some spring cleaning in here today. I got this area here all vacuumed up and cleaned. It was mostly just dust on the floor. What am I doing? I'm throwing my wrappers on the floor too. Ooh, oh, this one's really scratched. Oh boy, I can't wait to get into this one. So all my sets start off as scores of 10. And then we chip away off the score. Okay, it's just easier to have a perfect score and then knock off faults. Looks like we get some silver metallic rims. I do have a few tutorials that will ask for these, so this set here's got you covered. And this one's got some nice printed stuff we'll have to take a look at. But before we do that, I gotta find that plastic thing. Because, yeah. So right now we're in between big sets. I'm going to be working on the Pokemon set. Not the Pokemon. We're going to be doing that big set next. Yeah, I bet you can see. I notice on the camera it really shows up really good. You can just see that. Make sure that's the right one. Yeah, you can see there's a scratch there. Yeah, I think there's another one in here. Let's just do, we'll call this part inspection. But I'll tell you one thing, I am going to keep that one. That's a keeper right there. So that had a scuff in there, Lego. Why don't you just put these in their own little bag? At least we know it's coming from something else. So I got to drop it down to a 9. We hadn't even started yet. Okay. But yeah, let's do the car. Oh yeah, I like doing Lego sets in terms of these are nice fillers. We'll take a look at all the printed stuff as we go here, but right now we're going to be doing the minifigure. I'm always looking for mud guards. Right here's where I'm building. Right there is where the laser's pointing. Let's zoom in because that's where we're going to be working at today. These dreaded stud launchers. I wish Lego would never have thought of those up. I haven't been working much on tutorials today. I'm still dealing with a bunch of other issues right now. I will have one up for my memberships this weekend. I'm going to be editing a bunch of tutorials that I've already filmed. She's got a double-sided head. Not too bad. And yeah, and that's it. That's what she looks like when she's fully done. I like the print work for the torso. Be good for like a pizza cart or something like that. Okay, now we're going to start the vehicle. We got one of these chunky chassis. These are good for beginner builders, but also I like them because they have like half or a third of a plate here. Good for clearance. Just wish they made them more for 4-stud wide vehicles. We've seen the pizza piece before, but not the top one with the pizza box. I may be inclined to order a few of those. I already got the pizzas, but the boxes I could always use. Yeah, so my goal is this week is, well, weekend. I got, well, including the one I still haven't posted yet that I was supposed to put last week, but I got hung up with some issues. I got 4 tutorials that I got to finish up, so I'm going to start working on those today. Get those tutorials up for you guys and gals. And as far as for building guides for Brickable, I'm going to halt service on those for right now. I just, I'll get to it at a later time, what's going on, but we'll worry about that later. I do have some stuff. Everything is boiling down right now to time. Somebody is taking up my free time. So, no, it's not the girlfriend or my parents or anything like that. It's just somebody's taking up my free time. And like I said, I'll get to it in a later video explaining what's going on. Okay, we've seen these around a few times here. These printed pieces. Now I'm showing everything off like like just because some are kind of curious. They want to know what parts are in a set. I usually like to do that. But so far I've been pretty pleased with the city sets. I've only built like a few of them. I haven't done a whole lot with city, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. but I've been trying to get things done for your building pleasures. I also looked at the statistics for the gardening trailer, and I was really surprised that that thing is really still smoking in views right now. Remember, usually about May up through December, I always release vehicles. It just depends. And the gardening trailer, honestly, was just something I've been working on for the last few years. Just trying to figure out how to make it work. And originally it was just going to be a trailer. It was never going to have like a lawnmower and accessories. And I thought, why don't I just make it a whole package deal, you know? So that's when I decided just to package it up and then do that. I noticed I've been getting a lot of these lately too, which are good for 6-stud wide vehicles. We can always use those. Yeah, well, we need that piece anyways, because now we're going to start the front bumper and grille. I don't know if I'm going to index each section of the car. I'll probably just do car or whatever. I don't know yet. But I mean, I've been pretty pleased with the quality of these sets. They're not bad. I mean, you could tell when they change designers. Some sets are just kind of stripped. Although I've been getting some of you saying I should be the one designing city sets. If I ever did take on a job like that, I'd have to move to Denmark. Right now, that is not possible if that ever happened. But yeah, that's... I like those 6-stud wide things. You know, they just... we've had 4s, we've had the 2s, but now we got 6s. 8's usually about the maximum you want to go. But boy, that's really finished off there. Really finished off. So I'm trying to cut down on rants on these things. I'm trying to make these videos less ranty. At least I know I have a problem. I just need to fix it. You know, like I said, though, some stories will get kind of ranty. I really don't have any rant stories except for chores and the other stuff I can't talk about. But I will get to it eventually. It's really good, juicy commentary. I just I can't talk about certain things right now. But as far as for sets are concerned, we're going to be in for a really fun treat this summer. That doesn't go in there. But these, I'm starting to collect these more and more, so I'm hoping to find a few more of those here. Okay. So it's like we're just working on the rear end of the vehicle. I mean, it's coming along very good. Very good. I notice a lot of you guys like these style of videos. I notice this channel is picking up a little bit. I know one of you commented you don't get a lot of views. It's a shame. Here's the deal. At least I can read your comment. There's literally thousands of comments. It makes it hard for me. So comment away. I try to answer everybody's comments. Sometimes I'll forget. I'm just personal life duties. That's what slows me down. You know, it's why you see a lot of the bigger YouTubers. They're all single. And for me, I don't want to give up my life to do YouTube. You know. Oh, that's a nice piece to have for a race car. Making a little some 4-stud wide cars. There you go. That's a piece right there that could be used. I know some of you watch these videos for inspiration too, because I'll talk about other things like, oh, this piece could be used for this, that could be used for that. We got the flame pieces too, so this one goes on the back side, and this one goes here, like that. I like those too, they're printed. I looked at that on the box and I thought, yeah, there's going to be a bunch of stickers, but we'll see what these going for. And these actually remind me of, this right here reminds me of the old school Lego stickers we used to have back in the 80s. You know, kind of, we were talking about this on Discord. Boy, I wish we can go back to being kids again. Growing up stinks. I mean, yeah, you're an adult, you can do more things, but why? I want to be a kid again. Okay, now it looks like we're moving on to the front bumper and grille. That's the thing that spits out the pizzas at you. Maybe that's if the guy's late on the order, he throws the pizzas at your door. tries to launch it through the doggy door. So what's that kid's name? Kevin McAllister? He doesn't have to get the pizza delivered through the doggy door? I don't know, just making up some random stuff. That kid from Home Alone. Oh, they tell you not to poke it at someone's eyes? Wow, I kind of figured that much. These bricks right here, I've been wanting for a long time, and they're finally here. I'm slowly getting those in different colors. Very nice part to have. I don't know why Lego hasn't brought those out sooner. Now we just got to get some plates like that. Would be better. Yeah, well, we'll have to wait for that. This goes here. Jay, you're building too fast. I know, right? I got to build fast to confuse you. Okay, and then the mud guards or wheel wells, fenders. Matter of fact, I had to take one of these off my truck when I was doing my own air conditioning. Oh man, that was a mess. I'll never do that. That's why these guys, it's like these guys working on your air conditioners for your car. It's like, what does it cost? Like $10 or like $1,000, $1,200? Why do they charge that much? Because they got to take half the car apart to get to the pieces. You know, you learn how to do it yourself. Well, that must be just some kind of a sliding thing. It just sits in there. Maybe that punches the pizza through. Okay, well, we got this. Okay. Like that. We don't know. We do not know. So I don't know how many installments I'm going to break these videos down into. I'm hoping just 2 installments. But if I have to do 3 installments, then so be it. I'm really hoping not to. Usually car tutorials take to me about 10 minutes to do, but of course when I'm doing car tutorials I heavily edit the builds so I can make things fit. Alright. It's missing some stuff there. I hope we're going to finish that off in the front. I guess we are. So I guess they're trying to make it look like it's a fast car. You know how the pizza delivery drivers are. Uh-oh, here we go. Sorry about that. My goodness, my throat was really cracking up. Anyways, though. Anyways. So we got that part going here. And we got the pizza boxes like this. They stack them on this jumper plate and you just rotate them. And then those sit back here. Well, that's a nice piece. When I show that off, it won't be too bad. Something like this, I'm just going to bring it up to the camera. I'm not even going to bother with it. And this goes here. Okay, we got the top of the vehicle. That's a nice piece. Why make that look like something that it's not? But we got to put the tires on now. Hey, at least they're rubber tires and not those goofy plastic things. Okay, which side do they want them on? Okay, the Technic pin. What, no lug nuts this time? We're not going to have that side? Well, there's not even any lug nuts on it. But these work on both the small bearings and the big bearings, so, or even shafts. Boy, that does not want to go in. Yeah, so I'm hoping this weekend I can get all the tutorials edited for you and start putting those up as quickly as I can. And for my members, I'm sorry I have a really small tutorial. I got more vehicle stuff, I promise. I've just got to get to it. I got one vehicle that's... I got it designated for October. So you can probably guess what it is. I'll leave it up to your imagination. And after that, we got the sad minifigure face. We're going to test that out real quick. So basically what you do is you shove the pizza in here like this, which is crude, and then you move this lever here. Okay. You know what? If this was on like... That'd make a good little game, huh? Maybe we could use it called the pizza car shoots the thing out at you. I may have to do that for the tour. But we haven't done the stickers yet. That's what we have remaining there for bag 1. And so far, yeah, it's not a bad build for what it is. I mean, well, the pizza fell out, but yeah, I mean, not too bad. Alright, now we're going to move on to bag 2. I think we can continue on here. Somebody did actually request, want to do a bag in each video. Well, I don't want to be here till the cows come home editing videos. That's just not fun. Oh, look! A piece of licorice that's been moldy. Cool. That's got a nice big chunk of medium pieces. Ooh. That's a nice little menu board there. That is a keeper. So far I'm liking the printed stuff in here. Alright, so I forgot to show you the small parts. I need to keep it in frame here and move it, so that's the way I've boxed here from that. Yeah, so we got the car done. I got to get the big boy out of here now. I'm missing an iPad somewhere. I got to go find it so I can turn it off. Alright, so here we got this guy we got to put together. So let's start finding all his parts. Now he's only got a single-sided head. I may only bring him up when they have that. Of course, because he's got a bald fade, skin fade. We got to find that piece real quick. I need that piece in medium nougat or dark tan. He's also got this. I haven't still got my hair cut yet. Speaking of the fade, that's this gentleman here. I just need this piece. Okay, so that takes care of the minifigure. Okay, now we're starting on the actual main part of the build. Now I don't know what part we're doing yet, but we're going to get to it. I've been seeing a lot of these type of 2x4 bricks with the holes in them. Good for anchoring stuff down. I will index it accordingly on what parts we're working on. I hate when the pages get stuck together. Yeah, so my anime ventures. Oh, speaking of anime, one of you, I believe you were in Syria, contacted me about drawing up anime. One of you were pretty good about it. I can't really respond back to you. I don't even want to attempt to even try to write it and translate it back. You know. I'm just looking into learning how to do it to write up the stuff and make my own characters and stuff. Just basically just for an avatar in the corner, which I still figure out how to use the software to actually do it. And yeah, but I do read the comments. If you're wondering, yeah, I don't think I could translate it back to your language. I would probably end up mutilating it. So I don't want to do that. It'd be very bad. Looks like it's modular, so maybe 2 people can build this. Maybe more. We don't know. Obviously 2, because bag 1 just does that. Yeah, see how this building guy here is kind of dinged at the bottom? Yeah, that's how it was sloppily packed. I may start dinging off 9 points for sloppily packed sets, which will include scratch parts. But then I got to take account of like playability and stuff. Looks like this is going to be playable. Car obviously is. Car you can put in the city. This I don't know yet. So anyways, back to tutorials though. I've got 6 more tutorials left for the end of the year, which 2 of them are going to be vehicles. There goes the voice. It's starting to crack. And I just got a lot of stuff that I need to get going. Once I get that going, it's not too bad. So just take your Twizzler here. Goes in like that. Looks like we're building ourselves some kind of a slide here. That's what those are for. I think that's a perfect cube. It's only 5 bricks tall. Yeah, I gotta have fun with these, you know. Round plates, these are becoming very common in sets, so I've been kind of hoarding those up there. Just I got them in a separate bin. That's what I've been doing, is hoarding them up. But that slides in there. We don't know yet. It's got the hazard lights to let you know that it's doing something. That's if I can pick them up off the workbench here. The LED covers. Oh, we got black ones you got to put on there too. Boy, those things are kind of a pain. But do they have a lip at the bottom? Yeah, they do. They have a lip, so if you get one in the wrong spot, just use your fingernail. Oh, this set didn't come with a brick separator. Ooh, ouch, Lego. If we need it, we'll have to ding it down even lower. Jay, don't do that, please. I'm sorry. Oh, we get more pizza boxes and blank pizzas and stuff. Okay. Don't, Jay, don't ding it. I'm sorry. I got to do it, guys and gals. You know how I am. I got to make it hard. And then after that, the jumper plate goes on the top. And we slide it on the piece of Twizzler. Gonna have to wiggle that in. And yes, you can use those for elevators too. Bet there's a knob that goes on that. Yeah, these corners on these things are sharp. You gotta be careful and cut your finger off with that. Oh, we need a blue one, not a brown one. What am I doing there? I gotta make mistakes to keep you guys on your toes. Yeah, I enjoy sharing my thoughts and opinions with you guys and gals. There we go. Someday this channel will get really popular. Then I won't be able to keep up anymore. Okay, I kind of figure we're going to make a knob here. So, yeah. What does that move? A whole 5 studs? Yeah. Not too bad. Basic machines. If you didn't have Technic, you wouldn't be able to do that. And, you know, even when I build stuff, I don't know if you guys and gals do this, but I always play around with things. Like, I just kind of move knobs around and just to watch it work, because it's just cool to have stuff working in Lego. I need a bunch of these 1x4 things. Too bad they don't make a rounded version of that brick. That'd be kind of cool. Will Lego do it? Probably not. Well, I found a door. 3x3 plates. We got plenty of those in here. Boy, 3x3 plates are becoming like common now. It's like the 1x5 plates. When I first saw that, I thought, oh man, these are cool. And then it's like now I have a little butter container that's filling up with just 3x3s. And I'm thinking, oh, yeah, it's filling up quick. I'm hoping this is modular because I really want to see this here become a collaborative build. I'm taking it we're just going to do that. We don't know yet. If it is collaborative, at the very end we put the parts on, this is going to be a winner. I think this is going to be a fun little family project here, but we don't know yet. You know. See, a lot of the other YouTubers, they don't want to do this. And, you know, because it takes a lot of time to film these. It really does. Okay, we got the door here. But it takes a lot of time to film sets like this. If you're already doing a speed build, just come up with some stories. Maybe some... I mean, I'll be honest with you. Some people don't like hearing their own voices. I don't like hearing my own too. I've gotten used to it. Try editing your videos and you got tons of videos to edit and it's just, I hear my voice nonstop. It's just like, okay. I got to take a break from myself and do something else here. But I think this is going to be a fun little play set for somebody. Let's just hope it's a collaborative build. I'd say, what am I grabbing that? I'd say 2 people, but right now we don't know yet. Obviously one person could put the car together, but the second person will put this together, and that would be, you know... After I get done with this set, though, I think I'm going to do a small set. Depends on how much memory card I have left. And then I'm going to crack open that big Disney set. We're going to start on that one. I've got to put the piece back there. I'm going to do the intro, unboxing, plan it out how we're going to build it, and then that's where I'll start. Usually those big sets, you know, you got to think about how you're going to do those. Usually bigger sets like that, they will take some time. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. Yes, getting things done here. So this is just like some little pass-through door for that. I mean, it's not a bad little set. It really is not. I like this tile piece. That is a keeper. That right there. I mean, yeah. Really nice. Oh, we're going to have to put in the credit card machine. Oh, no. I like these little printed control panels. Usually use those for, like, my vintage electronic TVs. Pizza delivery experience. This looks more like a little mini factory than anything else. Make sure I'm matching it there. There we go. Boy, they make it look like it's piping hot, don't they? Here, the pizza's being cooked on the grill. Or on the thingy. The conveyor belt. Boy, they're even adding like, oh, you gotta put ketchup in there. So I mean, now at least they're showing us what kind of condiments there are. That's kind of cool. They have one here that's clear with a hubcap on the top. I got that on there. And that goes right there. Maybe that's the salt shaker. And then, my voice is trying to crack again. It's allergies, you know, it's allergy season. It's still going on pretty strong here. This goes here. We have a slice of cheese. They give you a spare one. They're expensive on Pick-a-Bricks, so you want to make sure you hoard them. They always give you one extra cheese. So that's a keeper there if you're into collecting food. Okay. Then we throw some boxes on top like that. And then they have these sitting right like that. Okay. Yeah, but I don't think we're done with this yet because this thing was pretty big. I'm hoping, though, it's going to be modular. I'm really hoping it is. Because modular builds are always fun to do. And that's it. That's it. And we have this stuff here. Yeah, usually they give you extra ores, but this is usually what they give you here that's remaining here. Well, we survived bag 2. This is not a bad set so far. This is pretty interesting. Okay, I think we're going to wrap up this installment here with bag 3. And I want to thank everyone for taking the time to check out my YouTube channel, and you like this style of content. I appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, because I got plenty of things to show on here. In addition, thank you to my main channel contributors, as well as my Patreon supporters. That's always a big help. And lastly, thank you to my customers on my Rubricable profile and checking out my building guides. That's always a big help too. Because it gives me time off so I can show more stuff. Well, you get a lot of little pizzas with this set. Okay, that takes care of those. And that's where we're going to wrap up with this installment in today's session. I'm going to do the whole thing in one sitting. Okay, so yeah, we're continuing right back to where we left off. So I have a feeling we're just going to be building on to this thing here, which is going to be a shame, but you can't have everything, you know, that's just how it is. So we're going to work right here. Okay. Now we're going to rotate it. Okay, and the pizza goes... You want me to rotate, then you put the pizza way over there. Huh, I don't get it. Maybe because this... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we get 2 different types of pizzas. Okay. Hey, who doesn't like having extra printed pizzas? I've also noticed, too, Lego's got this in green. It's got the parts highlighted. Boy, Lego, you're really stepping up your game on building guides. That's probably why this is easy to follow. You actually have it set up easy for us colorblind folk here, because that red would really be hard to see. But no, this one's easy to see. I don't ding off for that. That's my own issue I got to deal with. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty pleased with the, I can't say anything bad about it. That's the thing. I just cannot. And I can always use these. Now, sets like this, usually I will part out. I don't hang on to sets like this. It's not like something that I would like to put on display, you know. Maybe if I was maybe I was a pizzeria owner or something, I would. But this is something here that I'm just building for fun. Well, not for fun. Okay, that doesn't go there. Oh, because the pizzas that I put here are pushed over by a stud. Well, we don't have that brick separator. That would have been nice if we did. Okay, it's like that. If you think you put yours in the wrong place, I did too. No, hey, yeah, I got a long ways to go today to get stuff done. So I'm thinking you're supposed to dump your pizzas in here and do all this stuff. Yeah, put your jumper plates on top of one another. I think because we're going after the groove. Okay. And then now it looks like we're making two flame things. Okay, I see how those go in. Okay, they go right in there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they're supposed to bounce upside down? Okay, we got to make two of these. Oh, I can't wait to try this out. Oh, they even got the flames on the top, too, to show you that it's extra toasty. All right. I see where we're going with this. We got to make two of these. Okay. But we're not going to test it out just yet. It goes, they just sit in there. And I can't wait to try this out. See what it does. Okay. That goes in like that. So I bet these are supposed to bounce up and down. Okay, well, it's working, obviously, so we did that right. Not too bad. You notice I'm testing as we go here. We got the black saucers. Okay, these go in here. Okay. Oh, I see. To keep these from coming out all the way. Okay, I got you. I got you. I see where we're going with this here. Boy, this is really engineered out very good. Do I feel like I'm wasting my time with this one? I saw it on the box and it looked interesting, but I thought, I don't know. But this one here, I think you can tell when a different Lego designer gets a hold of stuff like this, because you know, this one's not a complete build, obviously, as far as I can tell, but it's functioning. This is something you could probably transplant the idea into your own creations. You know, I'm always looking for things like that. Just something to do. Now, I always get questions, should I just take a look at these? These didn't come with a scratch, so we can put these in here. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Got one done. I just got to find the two wall panels. Yeah, I mean, coming on here and sharing my experience with the build is always a treat with you guys and gals. It's not a like, oh, I'm obligated. Oh no, my device is about to die. I got to put it on a charger. I'm going to try to get a bunch of stuff filmed this weekend because I got company coming here, and yeah, I don't want to try to cram as much down as I can. I'm going to try to get 2 or 3 items filmed, and I want to start unboxing that other guy, that other set that I was working on. Okay, right there. Well, we got really a lot of stuff to put in here. Now we got to put the windows. Okay, at least you could see the flames in the windows. See, you could see that better if I well, this one's not bouncing. Maybe it needs to sit flat. Well, of course, we're not done with it yet. We don't want to keep playing around with it. My luck, I'd break something on it here. Did I put my glass in there? I'm missing the other piece of glass. I didn't check that one. This one doesn't have a scratch, so that's good news. What about this one here? Usually these little pieces, they don't get scratched because they're small enough they can kind of, they're immune to it in a way. I found a few of them scratched, but, you know. Arches, who doesn't need any more arches? Put those right there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, so far it's not too bad. I was hoping this would be collaborative. It still could be. We haven't done anything with the sides yet. But when we continue back on with the part, you know, it's not collaborative. Looking for a round plate. There we are. All right. And this goes here. Ooh, I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back again. So I'm taking it, this is probably just like some kind of pizza factory. You dump the pizzas in, they'll just do this, or this is just, I'm not sure what we're going to be doing with this yet. I don't know. I don't know everything. You know. Oh, and yeah, by the way, for those who watch these videos, I don't know everything about a set. You know, I just don't. Oh, 1x5 plates. Those are common too. Boy, I do need to get my mop chopped. I still don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Girl wants me to grow it out, and I want to cut it off. But I kind of want to do something different with it. I just don't know yet. I'm just thankful for someone in my age group. I still have a full head of hair. Because I don't think I can handle losing it. That was my signature back in school. I don't want to lose it now. All right. Okay. Oh, we're working right here. My hands will have to get in the way of this. So when I put these gauges on here, what I like to do is just kind of barely tack them on like that. See, that one's not quite centered. So what I'm going to do is center it up and rotate it into place. Now I got to do the other one. So I just kind of roughly position them where they're supposed to be. Barely tack it on like that. And then I just rotate. Like that one was pretty good. So yeah, I just push it right on in when you rotate it around. That's the only easy way of doing that, is to just rotate it in. How much memory do I have on this card? I got 15 minutes. Should be able to get it done by then, hopefully. Unless we got stuck with a bunch of small parts, which I do still see a bunch there. Because I'm packing cards tight in today. I am working on a bunch of stuff. I mean, I'm rolling in hot today. And just filming, editing, legal work, a bunch of stuff. I am doing the works today. I will not have a break that much. Huh. I saw somebody pulling up in the drive. I'm not expecting any clients. Although I do have somebody that wants to come by and check out another picture tube TV. A CRT as the kids call them. I have still a lot of my storage that I'm trying to clear out. So hopefully... Okay, this dimple spot is supposed to go in the front. Okay, that's what these pegs are for here, is to anchor these down. That's not a bad idea, because we don't have to worry about that separating. Yeah, these go on the back. I mean, literally, they got the dimples there. You can't mess that up. I always see these, I always think of making like a stage or something. Like a platform for a band or something. There we go. Got that on the top. Okay. I bet that's for that. I think that's supposed to be a slice of pizza. I don't know yet. We haven't gotten that far. That goes there. Okay, I know my battery's about to die. If it dies, it dies. I got enough time now. Just have to do that. Okay, now it looks like we're getting ready to do the decorations here with this. Yeah, maybe these are just the pieces of pizza. I thought we were going to work on that big one, but no, maybe it's just cheese it's dripping off the plate. We don't know. Yellow cheese. This goes back here like that. And then that goes right here. With a little bit of reinforcement. Okay. All right. Okay, now we're going to be working on the big piece. Come on, Jay, face it the right way, please, so the audience don't get all confused like I will. Pepperoni. Yummy! Are we going to put anchovies on here? No, we should put sushi on pizza, because that's always extra yummy. Who doesn't love sushi? Alright, and after that... Okay. Okay, flip it over and put some 1x5s down in the bottom here. There we go. Yeah, come on, only got 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes now. Oh no! Gonna run out of memory card space. I got a whole nother card I gotta clean off, but I'll put it in there to make sure. And then I think I cleaned them all off before I started today. Okay, that's where that goes. Flip it back around. Oh, we got to put the crust on the pizza. So that's why we did, because this would have been really offset if we did. Not too bad. We have an extra piece of pizza. Where did this come from? Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. It came from the car. Okay. So this right here goes on like this. I think it's supposed to tip up like that. It shows it like this, so I'm assuming it just goes up. So at least now we can reposition this here. Not too bad. And yeah, well, this is what we have remaining here for bag 3. Okay, Summation of Thoughts. Well, this set is keeping my interest. That's good. Oh, look, we got Mr. Fade walking the line. I didn't even notice that. So I'd say if you're looking for a really good, fun, collaborative build, this one isn't it. But if you're looking for just a solo build to give your son or daughter, you know, for doing good grades in school, trying to get my camera set up. Yeah, this is pretty good. You get accessories, you get a vehicle. You get 5 minifigures. So far, we've only hit 2. Looks like each bag has got his own minifigure, so that's not too bad. Well, maybe not, because we've only done those. So in the next installment, we're going to continue on with the build. We got a minifigure to build with the motorbike, and you know what? I thought, yeah, this is not going to be collaborative by any means, so I think it's just one person to build it. But I think so far, though, it's a nice little set. I'm not bored with it. I'm not exhausted with it. It's not bad. This is a nice little just a play set. I mean, we got this functioning pizza oven here with the flames that go up and down. Yeah, I think if I were to film this, I'm just going to bring it up and do this. You know, I don't think I need to do a full walkthrough of it. Just bring it up and show its features. It's not like that Charizard set where I had to literally just, excuse me, muscle it around and stuff. But I think we are in for a really fun surprise with this one. I can't wait to see this one done. I'm going to take a breather, come back and finish it up. But tell me what you think so far.